Antoine Candler, General Manager of Clean Street. The social enterprise with breaking ground that provides litter removal, landscaping, power washing, snow removal, building cleanouts. We do a lot for, we have contracts with the SSAs of Chicago. We have 11 of those, the special service areas that we take care of those. So, and we have close to 30 people that's employed with us right now. And this is my story. 32 years old. Grew up on Chicago, West Side, Chicago Avenue and Ridgeway. Started off, pretty bad. I lost my mother when I was 10, and, I just rebelled, since then. Yeah, I used to play the drums in the church at an early age before all that happened, But once it happened, it clouded my judgment on a lot of stuff, like, because we was staying in Michigan. So we was away from Chicago. So I think we was in Michigan from like 89 to like, I think 91 or 92, something like that. And, came back here, she was getting sick, my judgment was bad. I just didn't want to hear nothing my grandma was saying because she was so old and, all that stuff was going through one ear and out the other, so I just, started to hit the streets, and around 11, 12, I was getting real deep into it and, hanging out with my guys on the corner, they, selling drugs, smoking weed, and, I thought that was the life, so that's, what I needed to do because it was the norm over there when nobody doing nothing different, so I just ran with those guys and, it was a tough little road, but I mean, that's what I was doing. Then all of a sudden it just, led to, me going to jail when I was, I keep forgetting the age, but I keep talking about it, but it's around 15, 16. Yeah, I was in and out the county. So, I did a lot of county time. I been to the penitentiary twice, for drugs, and I got a gun case in my background. TJ Hanilica. Everything that I'm doing on those computers now is because of him. I mean, I used to do computers when I went to high school for that little brief time, but that's long gone, But all the things he taught me, how to put an RFP proposal together, how to read an RFP and make sure you're putting what exactly is in their RFP in our proposal. You have to put what they want, what they request. So a lot of the stuff, billing, that's something, I didn't know how to do, it was cool. We started doing spreadsheets. I mean, that was the hardest, like going back to algebra and all that type of stuff. And I get all that credit to him. That helped me big time. Anthony Hamer, he's the assistant manager, yeah.
My life was, I had a strict mother that, that guided us through life and, don't want us to be out on the streets, like hanging out, not going to school, and try to guide us on the right path with life. Yeah, I started off working at an early age. I started off delivering newspapers, and then I was doing that while I was in grammar school, all the way to the end of high school, just delivering papers. So basically, my mom taught us right, and that guided me on the right path ever since then. Since I've been delivering newspaper early in the morning before I go to school, and So after that, then I graduated out of high school, and I started off working as a janitor after that, and I was still doing a newspaper job, and going to school. So basically, I was getting like 3 hours of sleep a day. and sometimes not even that, sometimes 2, 4 at the most. So my life been, you know, very busy growing up as a teenager and after teenage years, after I got out of high school. So I just kept busy, and I had, you know, several jobs, different jobs, but, you know, my jobs, I like to, you know, be employed with them for a long time. So it ain't like I be like skipping like to like different jobs and stuff like that. So, you know, if I have a problem with somebody, you know, by me doing it like, you know, with Clean Street, like so many years, like 8 to 9 years, you know, I try to get out and motivate them and doing the job correctly. Like if I got a method that I used to use while I was cleaning up, and, you know, never had no problems with the assistant manager or the bosses, I just try to motivate them to do, you know, do how I used to do it, and set them up a method where they can get used to it and clean up better. I'm working with Antoine probably about 6 to 8 years. Yeah, and he, you know, he did the, you know, same thing I was doing. I was comfortable with my position at first, but like before I got the position, they wanted me to, you know, come in and start training as assistant managers. I said, no, just leave me out in the field like one more year, then I'll think about it. And then came this March, 2016, it was no ifs and buts about it. I couldn't say no more because they, like, come on, it's time, so you better be ready. So I guess they saying something in me like, you've been doing this, you know, many years and still with Clean Street. So I guess they gave me an opportunity that came available, and I ended up being the assistant manager for Clean Street. And so far it's going great. My name is Anthony Hamer, and this is my story.